Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the final session of the final day of the conference, the fifth International Conference on Mathematics of Neuroscience and AI. We've in some ways saved the best to last. In this last session, we're finishing the Neural Theory Day, and we have our final keynote from Professor Mackenzie Mathis, and followed by a panel chaired by James Whittington with many very interesting and very influential and very radical thinkers and speakers on the future of computational neuroscience. So that's something that the Gatsby Foundation are very keen on us having and on us talking about at this type of event. But first, I'd like to make a very special introduction and indeed an offer of gratitude for hosting us here at the Villa for the last few days. And so I'd like to call to the stage and thank the Right Honourable Lord Llewellyn, British Ambassador to Italy, and the person that's normally living in this residence when we haven't taken it over and filled it with neuroscience. So let's give Ed a round of applause.
God, with an introduction like that, I mean, how can I possibly live up to that? We've saved the best to last, you kindly said, but then I realized you were speaking about the next speaker, which is very, very sensible. Listen, it's a huge pleasure and a huge honor to be able to welcome you all here. I've seen you coming and going all week, and the building has really felt alive. I can feel the ideas pulsing through it, the discussions you've been having. My team have been reporting back, because that's what we diplomats do, and they've been reporting what a fantastic few days you've had. And the job of British Ambassador to Italy is nothing if not a diverse one. I spent my day yesterday morning talking to the engineers who you may have seen as you've wandered around our magnificent garden here, the engineers who are maintaining this 2,000-year-old aqueduct that we have just a few hundred meters from where we're sitting now. Now, that aqueduct was completed by the Emperor Nero around 64 AD, so it's coming up for its 2000th birthday. And as I was talking to the engineers yesterday morning, they are doing a repair which involves a type of cement that the Romans used 2,000 years ago, which is completely impregnable impenetrable to water, which endures literally for hundreds and hundreds of years. And as I was thinking what I was going to say to you here today, I was thinking of this extraordinary contrast between what you're discussing here and the title of your few days and of this session, which as a humble diplomat I feel I sort of struggle to understand. But you really are at the frontiers of knowledge, the frontiers of human knowledge, and dare I say it, knowledge that is at the frontier of humanity and artificial intelligence, just as those Roman engineers 2,000 years ago were themselves at the frontiers of human knowledge. So there's a sort of sense of continuity there, perhaps. But what you've been discussing is really at the heart of what it means to be a human being. And now you've been discussing those concepts, I guess, all week. What does reason mean? What does dignity mean? What is the frontier between that essence of humanity and the age of artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence capable of, and what is it not capable of? And above all, how do we, as human beings, as one common humanity, regulate it and make sure, as it were, that it works for us rather than the other way around, as the Italian Prime Minister has often said. So thank you for being here today. I I think I've reached the limits of my knowledge as a humble human being on this subject, but I look forward to hearing a bit more in your final session. And thank you so much for being here today.